So in our line of work, one of the cohorts of people that we work with an awful lot is people with a very, very poor prognosis, often people with a terminal prognosis, commonly cancer, but also other conditions as well. And within that work, one of the barriers, one of the walls that we consistently run into again and again and again is this concept of false hope. We hear it spouted out from different people in different camps around how if someone's been told they've got 4 months to live, to try and offer them something else. It's false hope. It creates depression. It creates more suffering. And I have a real problem with that because all we have is hope. There's either hope or there's no hope. There's no such thing as false hope. And false hope, hope as a concept is evidence-based. Holly and I have had the privilege of working with hundreds of people who should have died at a certain point of time, but have gone on to live for significantly longer in good, healthy, independent life. And a big aspect of how they achieved that was they maintained hope. They held on to this idea that, I respect your opinion and I respect that I've been given 4 months to live. But I choose a different reality. And that reality is that in 10 years or 5 years or whatever, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be here fit and well. And they move mountains to achieve that. And it's hope that facilitates that change. As soon as we lose hope, we lose everything. The Holocaust research shows that. We know the research shows that the people who held on to the fact that they would survive, they would get out, fared better than those who lost all sense of hope. And this doesn't just apply to terminal illnesses like cancer, it applies to everything. If you've got IBS and you've been told by your GP there's nothing that can be done, or if you've got menopausal symptoms or insomnia or degenerative joint pain or anything, any medical problem, physical, mental, emotional, and you've been told there's not much we can do, you've got to live with it, you've got to get on with it. The biggest weapon you've got in overcoming that challenge is to believe you can, to have hope that it doesn't matter what you've been told around your inability to resolve that problem, you always have an ability to resolve it. There's always the ability, there's always the option, but it starts with hope. So anyone who's listening to this, who's facing a hopeless or helpless situation, the route map out of that problem, initially the foundation is to move yourself back into a hopeful and empowered place.